Hello and welcome, beautiful souls. Today we're going to be doing some readings, and these are going to be done by element. So we're going to be doing the fire signs, the water signs, the earth signs, and the air signs. And we're going to be looking into the guidance for you as we move through Cancer season. And Cancer season began with the summer solstice on the 20th of June. I said that really funny. The 20th of June, and it goes until the 22nd of July. On the 22nd of July, the sun will move into Leo. So I guess technically it goes until the 21st of July. So this is a powerful and dynamic energy that we are working with as we move through Cancer season. It is cardinal water, so there is a sense of initiating. There is a lot of movement going on here. We have a lot of aspects or elements of Capricorn energy present during this Cancer season. We have the Syrian gateway, a lot of things going on, and that's in the first week of July there. If you want to learn more about all the astrological aspects and the portals that we're experiencing during Cancer season, check out the live stream I did on Cancer season. I will link that at the end of this video. So we're going to get started with the fire signs because I'm just feeling fiery today. So what guidance does Spirit have for my fire signs? This is Aries, this is Leo, this is Sagittarius. As we move through Cancer season and we navigate these murky waters, so to speak. All right. First two cards out here, we have the Emperor and the 10 of coins. I almost said the 10 of cups, so I feel like there's a lot of fulfillment coming in here. The 10 of pentacles or coins is, of course, also fulfillment, but it's fulfillment that focuses more in a material nature. So this is our family, this is our finances, this is our material world. It's a very 10th house kind of an energy. For those who are into astrology, who many who are watching this reading probably will be, right? So we have this powerful energy here of really establishing yourself. This Cancer season, my fire sign. So this is like achieving a milestone, really creating a legacy for yourself, for your family. Something in the physical world, some milestone being achieved. So this could be business related. This could also relate to buying a house. It could relate to starting a family if you've been trying to conceive. And if you haven't, there could be a surprise where that's concerned. So make sure that you are staying on top of that. But whatever this is good. It's a real chance to step it up in terms of your security and stability in the physical world, as well as your notoriety and your reputation. So this could be where there's people are seeing you in a certain light. People are really beginning to look up to you. You're really starting to make a name for yourself if this is career-wise. And like I said, for a lot of people, I do think this has to do with the domestic energies as well of I'm really feeling buying a home for somebody, starting a family or adding to the family, or finally, if you've been working toward this energy of being able to support your family financially with whatever it is that you do, especially if it's like moving out of a career that wasn't fulfilling but was making ends meet into something that not only makes ends meet but really provides in a grander sense, not only on the physical level but also provides fulfillment to you as well, or something that you can really stand behind. I feel that happening for some people too. And I also feel some people just coming into this energy, if you've been feeling perhaps like I guess like I don't want to use the word impotent. I've been reading about I've been reading this astrology book, and we're talking about Mars right now and the ways that Mars can be blocked in the chart. So that word is at the top of my mind right now. But it's like, if you've been feeling like you're not the authority, or you have no authority within your home life, within your relationship, or for some within your job, you're getting that opportunity to, it's like you're stepping into that role more. You're getting more of your vitality back. You're getting more of that masculine energy in that empowered sense. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a male, although I definitely am feeling like it's the divine masculine energy that I'm feeling the most here, which resides within women as well as men, of course. But yeah, so this is beautiful energy as we're moving through Cancer season. And it makes sense that there's a lot of family type energy here coming up because Cancer does rule the home and the family. Clear. Let's see what else. Some people may be inheriting something as well, like you may be getting an inheritance. And this is, it doesn't necessarily need to be because somebody passed away. It's some type of inheritance. It's, for some, it is something to do with that. Or something like, say, if your family actually had money, like at a certain age, or when you reach a certain milestone, like you get married or you decide to buy your first house, then perhaps you get a chunk of money for that. I feel that for somebody here. But it also, to some people, feels like a spiritual inheritance. And it's because you healed your ancestral lineage, especially and particularly where it comes to family matters and also matters of money, matters of abundance. All right. And for some, it's just like, this may not be coming through during Cancer season, but you're getting the itch, you're getting the impetus to do this, to start taking more action towards what it is that you want, whether this is a stronger family life, whether this is that house, whether this is moving up in your career or stepping out into a different arena of life and being masterful at it, being strong and assertive and powerful and dynamic where it is that you want to feel that way in your life. All right, we have the moon coming out here and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. So I feel like there is going to be a lot of social interaction here for my fire signs in this Cancer season, June to July energy here. But there's I feel like there's an energy of great creativity here. First of all, I'm feeling very dynamic, creative energy. There's a powerful Neptunian energy with the moon here. The moon, I do feel to represent Cancer as well as Pisces energy, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer. So it makes sense during Cancer season. It's like Cancer season for some of you, I feel like, is kind of bringing some of your insecurities to the forefront. So it's interesting because we have this empowered energy here, but there's also an energy where it's like what you haven't been seeing or recognizing is coming to the surface. And for some of you, this is your deeper emotional needs that you hadn't been aware of. And then there's this impetus to have those met with the Emperor here. For other people, it's like there's a situation. So it could be like, you're starting to dream about somebody or something, and it's very unsettling to you. Pay attention to your dreams. They're showing you the things in your unconscious. And remember, dreams are representative. They don't always mean, like, if you dream about a certain person, it doesn't always mean that it's about them. It's all a reflection of you, just like really every interaction really is, right? But it's more pronounced in the dreamland. It's where we really see this fact that the reality is a mirror, right? When we're in the dream time. And so what does that person or that event represent to you? It's like getting really well versed in archetypes, understanding your own personal archetypes, understanding the symbols and the signs and what they mean to you, because they mean something different to different people. All right. And really understanding how it is that your subconscious is trying to speak to you. I feel like some of you as well, there's going to be people coming back into your life. For some of you, this is friends. For some of you, it might be a lover from the past, and you're not quite sure how to take it. You're not quite sure what to do with it. And it's interesting because we have Mercury in Cancer as the 3 of Cups energy, and Mercury is in Cancer throughout the bulk of Cancer season here. So it's a fascinating energy here of you're not quite sure what to make of this reunion or of these people wanting to come back into your life. Tell me more about this. And for some of you, these people, much like the dream energy, are representing to you aspects of your own unconscious that you need to become aware of, aspects of your own shadow. right. So we have the Six of Swords with the Queen of Swords and Justice. A lot of air energy there coming out. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign. If somebody, the person coming back into your life, you may have strong air in your chart, but there's air energy wanting to be expressed here. A lot, definitely Libra and Aquarius coming out as the primary air energies here. But of course, it could be any air sign, could be Gemini as well. Let's see. You have a real ability to resolve the conflicts in your life. So for some of you, if there's a person from the past coming back in, it could be because there's something that you're supposed to resolve and heal together so that you can move on. Or so that you can find a new iteration of your relationship or connection moving forward. There's something to better understand there. If you have other relationships in your life, say it's with your family, we definitely have that energy of family partnership. Those relationships improving, especially if there's a need for you to learn to be more assertive in your relationship. I definitely feel that energy coming through. Directness of communication. Working a lot with that energy. Resolving conflicts by being clear with yourself about what you need and what you want, and communicating that clearly to your partner or to your friend, coworker, wherever this energy is going to resonate for you, okay? Let's see. Yeah. It's like through that energy, you are able to heal something, heal a relationship, heal a conflict, and restore some resolution, restore some equilibrium here. Got the King of Coins on the bottom of the deck, the ultimate provider. Yeah, so this is the energy with the Emperor starting the reading and the King of Pentacles ending it. This is the energy that you are stepping into. Really, whether you identify as a masculine biologically or not, there's a powerful up-leveling of your masculine energy as we move through Cancer season here. And then, of course, into Leo season, clear, where you'll really be in your element. All right. Now we're going to move to the air signs because we just had a lot of air in that reading. So I want to see what we have for our air signs here. As we move through Cancer season, June into July here, tell me what my air signs can expect. What guidance do we have for my air signs? This is Gemini, this is Libra, and this is Aquarius. We have the Page of Coins as the first card out. No follow through, learning from past mistakes. So Page of Coins inverted. Then we have the Page of Cups upright, romantic gestures. Ooh. And then we have the Empress, feminine power, but she's inverted here. All right, so interesting. The fire signs have the Empress upright. You air signs have the Emperor, or the Emperor upright. You have the Empress in reverse. All right, so there's an energy here of, for some people, you're dealing with somebody or you are somebody. Flip it however it resonates. It's going to be different for different people. Somebody who is very immature when it comes to love. Definitely feeling this for a lot of people with love. For some of you, this could actually be like a child, like a literal child, one of your children that you're struggling with. For others of you, this is a romantic partner or just somebody in your life who is really young, really naive, either in literal stature or in just in mentality here. And they're not learning from their mistakes. They're not, they're just kind of adrift is really the energy that I get. And this could be you as well. This could be you. This could be an aspect of your own nature that's really being called to mature during Cancer season. We talked about in the Cancer season overview that we just did, how this is the axis, the Cancer Capricorn axis of reparenting ourselves. And there's a lot of active Capricorn energy as well, as we're sandwiched between two full moons in Capricorn right now, one at 1 degree, one at 29 degree, the day before Leo season kicks off, so the final day of Cancer season. All right, so there's a lot of this emphasis on the understanding the reparenting process and how it's not just about nurturing. When we think about parenting, when we think about what we lacked as a child, a lot of times we think about nurturing, we think about love, we think about coddling almost in a sense, right? That moon energy. However, the Capricorn energy, the Saturn energy is just as important. Good parenting requires strong boundaries, requires teaching children how to do for themselves instead of just doing for them. And like helping them to understand and work within the realities of the world. Also knowing that they can create their own reality, but there's a structure that we need to work, that we are working with, right? And so there's somebody who needs to grow up essentially in some aspect of life right now. Somebody who's maybe noticing that they're repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And it's because of this idealism, this incredible idealism, which is really, really beautiful, but it's not rooted in reality. So for those of you where this isn't you, you may be frustrated watching your child go through these cycles, or you may have somebody that you're romantically engaged with, or that you were in the past who's pursuing you again right now, but they're just not rooted or grounded in reality. They don't have the follow through. It's like they have all the right words, they have the intentions, but none of that is manifesting. All right, none of that is being created here. And there is like a need, there is a dependence, there is an insecurity here. It's like the child who never learned those Saturnian lessons that allowed them to stand on their own feet and really be impactful in the world. And for some of us, it's like we're seeing this side, like I said, within ourselves during Cancer season, where it's like, I have all these beautiful ideals, but I don't have, my creativity is blocked. My ability to put them into, to use my masculine, to put these beautiful feminine qualities into action is lacking. And so all I have is a bunch of dreams and desires and no way to fulfill them, no way to bring them to fruition. All right, there's no follow through here. And I'm very dependent on the people, the places, or the circumstances around me to fulfill my needs, because I, in and of myself, I'm missing the ability to do that. It's like the energy of where the rubber meets the road here. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse here too. Many ideas, lacking direction. So there is an inception with this, even with the Ace of Wands in reverse here, where it's like there's a lot under the surface that wants to be brought into the consciousness, but there's some sort of block here. And it's an emotional immaturity. What else is it? It's the lack of the Saturn function. The Saturn function, and to some extent, perhaps the Mars function as well. Let's get some more energy here. What's the guidance here? Some people want to pay attention to their health during Cancer season as well. Cancer rules the stomach area. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to your digestion. What else does Cancer rule? It rules other body parts as well. I almost want to say the face, but I don't think it's the face. I know it is the stomach though. Your body may be telling you things, giving you messages. So pay attention to your health, pay attention to your body for some. Get a better self-care routine. For somebody, it's like if you're finding yourself frustrated by the emotional immaturity of somebody else in your life, look at where they may be mirroring back something similar within yourself that needs to be healed. I know we all hate hearing that, but we have Death here, upright, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so something is ending here because it's not growing, it's not progressing, it's not doing you any favors. So for some of you, it's like this cycle that you're recognizing within yourself or within somebody else here. For those of you where this is somebody in your life who's bringing through this energy, this cycle of being ineffectual because, sorry to be blunt here, but that's what it is. Because of the inability to learn from the past and to employ that structure in your life. Whatever it is, whatever these repeating cycles are, there's an opportunity for end here. And for some, it's like very abrupt. And we have here Saturn, the death card, of course, being Pluto and Scorpio. And the Seven of Pentacles here being Saturn in Taurus. So there we have that Saturnian energy, Plutonic and Saturnian energy coming through. Something needs to end here. Something is ending. And this, if we put aside this first half and we just look at this for some people as well, who didn't relate maybe to that first part, this is about an abrupt end, I'm feeling, to something in your life that was not growing, was not progressing. So this could be abrupt end to a job, to a relationship, to, like we said, a way of being in the world, where it's like, and I feel like where it's the way of being, some relationship is going to trigger this energy, not necessarily romantic, but some type of relationship is going to bring this to the surface where you realize and you see where this energy exists, and you get ready to change it or do something about it. Because you want more than ideals and beautiful words and great thoughts. You want that energy actually grounded in the physical world. For some people, this is like an unrequited love situation too, I'm feeling. Where you realize that somebody does not feel the same way that you feel about them, or vice versa, somebody's pursuing you and you don't feel that way about them. And it's like it's a powerful moment of realization for both of you, in different ways. Yeah, let's see. So wherever it is that you've been resisting change or growth, or you just haven't been able to change or grow, there's going to be a big push during Cancer season to move you through that energy. The Eight of Wands. Energy blocks, delays, lack of alignment, lack of focus. Interesting. Yeah. My air signs, I feel like you guys are going to feel really all over the place during Cancer season. And this isn't really your element, right? Water and air do not mix very well. They do not combine very, very easily. So it's with all of this feeling energy, it's going to be bringing up a lot of stuff for you, I think. So it's going to be pretty intense for my air signs during Cancer season. And you're going to feel really stalled. You're going to be feeling, I know you guys would hate to hear this, possibly really blocked, really stalled. Just like you're being dragged through old situations and energies again. But it's so that you can be ultimately released. This energy is wanting to release you. But you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to release yourself. You have to be willing to move. Right, we got the waxing moon making progress with the Three of Swords, overcoming sorrow, letting go, healing, release. Yeah. So this is what ultimately comes out of Cancer season. There is progress, especially if you're willing to let death come in wielding that scythe and cut away what isn't serving you anymore. Even if that is a person, a place, a job, a situation that you really have been holding on to, often, most likely because of some sense of misplaced ideals or loyalty. All right. Yeah. There's an incredible amount of healing that can come out of this, but it's going to be challenging for you guys. It's going to be challenging. Eight of Swords. There's that Gemini energy coming in. Jupiter in Gemini, which Jupiter is in Gemini right now. Which is an interesting choice for this card. Following your heart rather than your head. My air signs, you guys tend to get stuck in your heads a lot. This energy, Cancer season, is bringing you more deeply into your hearts, but it might hurt. It's going to hurt as it heals. All right, sometimes our more cerebral tendencies are ways to escape pain that we don't want to acknowledge exists. And during Cancer season, you may need to acknowledge that that pain exists. And you need to acknowledge the areas of your life that aren't working and find something new that does. So in 12-step, we used to always say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Where in your life are you insane? Have you been behaving in an insane manner? If you want something different, you got to do something different. That's the energy here. We have the 8 of coins. Yeah, over and over. Repetition, not delivering. With the Queen of Wands, my way or the highway. Temperamental, demanding, strong-willed. This is Queen of Wands in reverse here. So this is the energy of being stubborn, of digging your heels in, of not being the opposite of what Gemini energy, why am I saying Gemini right now? What air energy, especially Gemini, is mutable. That's why, because I'm talking about the mutable quality. We need to be, you need to be mutable. You need to be movable. Don't have one fixed way of looking at a situation, of trying to deal with the world. All right? And don't put too many, and this is another reason I said Gemini probably, because there's this energy here of too many irons in the fire, of doing too much too. All work and no play. All right, so for those of you who are in that energy, you got to incorporate a little more play. All right, you got to be a little bit more playful. You got to slim things down to what's really important. Don't overextend yourself. And don't see the all work energy too, the too many irons in the fire energy. It's another method of distraction. Cancer season wants you to get really undistracted so that you can focus, you can see the elephant in the room. Because the elephant doesn't belong in the room, right? The elephant belongs in the jungle or the Sahara or wherever that elephant naturally roams, okay? And then we have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, spiritual mastery, enlightenment, contemplation, solitude, growth, resolve. Some of you may have somebody in your life that you can go to for solid advice. Seek that person out. For others of you, Spirit's going to speak through you, to you, through a person in your life. Clear. So be open to hearing that message and that guidance when it comes through. They may be the one to point out the elephant. They may be the one to give you more subtle guidance or tell you something that you need to hear, that is going to help you move through these blocks and get out of these repeating loops, these repeating cycles that are no good for you or no good for anyone. All right, I love you all so much. Thank you. We're going to move on now to the earth signs. Clear. Give me some energy for my earth. Oh, we want a different deck for my earth signs. My earth signs, we're going with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Right. Clear. Earth signs, guidance for Cancer season 2024. What guidance do we have for my earth signs as we're moving through Cancer season here? Guidance for my earth signs. This is Taurus, this is Virgo, this is Capricorn. First card out is the 7 of Cups. So my earth signs got a lot going on. Maybe a little bit of overwhelm, maybe a little bit of confusion here. Tell me a little more for my earth signs. All right. Yeah, definitely overwhelm. We got the 10 of Wands here as well. And then we have Temperance. So there's a need to find balance here. There's a need to make sure that we're not overworking ourselves, which our earth signs, we definitely can, right? I have heavy earth in my chart, so I can relate to that a lot. I feel like it's this energy of like not wanting to miss out on anything or make the wrong choice. So you're choosing everything. But that energy is not sustainable. Or it's like, you know, you've taken on too much, but you don't know what it is that you're able to put down, because your energy is, some of these are responsibilities. You also have the things that you're passionate about. It's just like trying to juggle all of that stuff. But Spirit's saying there is a way to find balance. We have the Temperance here, which is Sagittarius energy. There is a way to do it all, but there's a way to do it all by doing less. And this is like the paradox, where it's like when we rush through things, we actually find that we have less time than when we do things slowly and deliberately. There's more, I feel like for some of my earth signs, you're going to have more support coming through. You're going to have more people that are willing to help you. This is going to be, especially for my Virgos, I'm feeling. It's going to be difficult to let them, but let them help. All right, pay attention to where it is that Spirit, it's like literally your guardian angels are sending you help. It's funny, it's like I feel like my earth signs have been asking for help, but it's like when you get it, you don't recognize it, or you're not willing to accept it. So that's what my earth signs need to work on here. We got the Devil, yeah. This is Capricorn energy. The Devil for a lot of my earth signs right now is work. It is that energy of overextending, that energy we were just talking about, of doing too many things, of that energy of like, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. All right, so pay attention to where your own devil, where it is that you are keeping yourself bound, where it is that you are creating more problems for yourself, where it is that you're falling into that energy of finding a problem for every solution, okay? And find a way to switch back into the energy of there's a solution to every problem. Tell me more about the Devil here. Temperance, they said. Impatience, maybe. The shadow, there's a lot of energy of balancing the shadow going on right now. I know for me, my shadow has been coming up to say hi a lot. You see how the Devil's waving right now? Because there are aspects of myself that and my expression of self that have been neglected for a little bit too long. So for some of my earth signs, you may be experiencing this as well, where it's like your shadow's popping up to say hi, and it might be popping up in some ways that are, well, it's the shadow, right? That are not necessarily productive or helpful. And it's just because there is an aspect and a side of you that needs more expression, all right? That needs more balance, right? We are light and dark. If we try to be all light all the time, all responsibility all the time, all work and no play, the shadow's going to have its way, all right? So it's better that we have our way with our shadow than our shadow have its way with us. So how can my earth sign satisfy the desires of the shadow in a way that is productive and beneficial? How can we find a better balance of work and play? For some people, this is feeling stuck in some area of life. And perhaps if you're feeling stuck in one area, you're trying to branch out in other areas. It's like taking on too much so you feel unstuck, but it really just makes you feel more stuck in a sense. Some people, this is a relationship that they're feeling stuck in. This is anything that requires a sense of commitment. It's like you're feeling that need to break free with that Temperance. That is also Sagittarius energy. Ace of Cups. And the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is so interesting. So it's saying that this energy is actually and the 4 of Wands, your greatest fulfillment. Interesting. So what were we just talking about? We're talking about balancing the shadow, right? We're talking about, it's like the thing that we feel is trapping us is actually the thing that leads to the greatest fulfillment. It's just learning how to see it differently, learning how to approach it differently. It's like there's a hanged man energy here, I feel like. It's like, I think my earth signs are getting so burned out that you're seeing everything as a responsibility or a task instead of a gift or a blessing. And this is something that definitely happened to me when I went on my travels recently and I came home. I had a much greater appreciation for my family and for my son, my partner. So I think a lot of people are probably going through this or something similar where it's like you don't see the value of something because it's become another task on your to-do list. Spirit's saying, like, find a way to love, find a way to create, find a way to work and to play that makes you feel free. Understand that it's not the thing that is holding you captive. It's your perception of the thing, your beliefs about the thing, and your approach to the thing. So you need to learn how to see it differently and also how to approach it differently. Maybe there's a way to restructure your job, to restructure your relationship, to restructure your family that allows for greater expression, greater self-expression. And for others of you, it's just like working through and finding this outlet for this shadow energy it's the key to finding fulfillment. It's the balancing of the shadow in a productive manner. And that brings you everything you've ever dreamed or desired. For some people, this represents too the belief systems and all the old ways that we hold ourselves back, self-sabotage. And it's like finally working through that self-sabotage by seeing more clearly the ways that we do that during Cancer season and being able to release that. Tell me more about where all this beautiful, the Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Tell me more about this energy. This is gorgeous. Anything else we need to know? I'm being drawn to the symbol on the Ace of Cups. You see that's like an original cross, the energy there. Reminding me of Archangel Michael. I'm thinking of Archangel Michael. We most often relate him to the Ace of Swords, right? This is an offering from the universe as well. We have the Eight of Cups. Walking away from that which does not fulfill in search of that which does. Tell me more about that. Justice. Yeah, so for some people, there is going to be a walking away. For some people, it's like you're going to see that the thing that was making you feel trapped, it wasn't really. It was just you projecting your own internal energies of feeling stuck onto an outer situation, and as you shift that internally, the outer situation shifts and you realize it's really everything you ever dreamed of. For others of you though, there is going to be an energy of realizing that something just is not fulfilling. It just does not mesh, and you're going to be walking away. For some people, this definitely feels like the energy of breaking up or divorce. This could also be leaving a job, walking away from something in a very legal type of sense. Like signing paperwork kind of way. For some of you guys where you have a business, I feel like you may be selling your business, interestingly enough. And then we have the Seven of Swords here. This can be about doing something differently, as well as, of course, betrayal and that mischievous or sneaky energy. Tell me more about why the Seven of Swords is here. We have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is also walking away from situations where you cannot be in your integrity. Whatever that means to you. If you have a job that's asking you to go against your morals and your values, perhaps your relationship is requiring you to do that because your morals, your values, your ideals do not align with that person. Your idea of what a relationship is, what a marriage is, what a partnership is not congruent. Whatever it is, you're needing to reinvent and create something different. Lovers, Gemini energy. This is the choice, the decision point. So for some of you, this definitely does have to do with like a marriage or a partnership. For some people, this is somebody finding out that somebody was unfaithful in a partnership as well. And that's going to do one of two things. It's either going to end the relationship, or you're going to work through it and it's going to make it stronger because you're both going to realize what you needed that wasn't being provided and come to a different arrangement or a different way of being together. This is interesting. It's like leaving the devil behind and coming into this energy. You see the parallels in these cards. This is guided by our shadow. This is being guided by our higher self. Yeah. All right. I think whatever goes down for my earth signs during Cancer season, it's ultimately working to bring you to this energy. It's just the way that this comes about. It may get a little convoluted. I'm not going to lie. It may get a little bit convoluted here. And for some, it's going to require, for everyone, it's going to require one of two things. Either a shift in perspective and energy, or a walking away. And there are going to be some major choice points here. Yeah, should I get one more card for you guys? I feel like my earth signs are going to have a lot going on during Cancer season. Let's get one more card. Clear, one more card for my earth signs. Okay, we're going to get a guidance card from the Moonology manifestation for my earth signs. One closing card of guidance here for my earth signs. Clear as they navigate these Cancer waters here. We have assessed the situation, first quarter moon in Virgo and new moon in Leo. Shine. So really using your capability, and Virgo, this is the Virgo. I feel like my Virgos are really going to be going through it here. Virgos, and we had a lot of Capricorn energy coming through too, right? Just really be willing to look at every situation in your life through that impartial gaze and energy with a certain level of air-like detachment here. Really clearly assess the situations in your life. Is this meeting my needs? Is this what I truly want? Is there something that I'm missing here? Is there some way that I can make adjustments in order to feel a deeper sense of purpose, in order to feel a deeper sense of connection, of fulfillment? What does that look like? Take some time to meditate on that. Go out in nature. A lot of my earth signs feel peace in nature. Under the stars, under the moonlight, out in the woods, by the water, since it's Cancer season, right? I don't know how the hell this book's supposed to work. Okay, I think I'm figuring out. There we go. I'm going to read this card for you guys too. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they're saying. Do you still want what you used to want, and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. And I'm going to add here where you could do more and where you could do less. Because I feel like that's the problem for some of my earth signs. It's like you're doing so much, but you're not putting your energy where it's most effective or most needed. And that's just causing things to feel more scattered and more overwhelming. You need to do more of what works and less of what doesn't, essentially. All right. Let's see. This card asks you to be mentally flexible. Whatever challenges you face, your current situation is unlikely to be at a total impasse. It's why the shift in perspective is so important. And working with your throat chakra helps you to express yourself, your desires, and whether you need more time to think about something. And so working with this beautiful energy, this beautiful blue energy in the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, visualize a column of the purest sky blue light pouring down over you as you hold the card or simply your hand to the base of your throat. And call in the energies with these words. Energies of the first quarter moon in Virgo, thank you for helping me towards clarity and confidence. All right. And then we have new moon in Leo, shine. Let yourself shine. For some of my earth signs, that's the problem, is whatever is going on in your life right now, you're not able to shine the way that you uniquely are meant to shine. So it's like allowing yourself to do that, allowing yourself to step into the spotlight, working with your creative energies and your creative powers more. Clear. It's like getting out of a rut, basically. Clear is what I feel is necessary for my earth signs right now. We have forgiveness and stepping into your power as well. For some of my earth signs, it's like you step into your power through the act of forgiveness. Because when we can't forgive someone, we harbor a resentment. We're not harming the other person, we're only harming ourselves, right? And we're giving away our power to them by giving our energy to them, by thinking about them, by being angry still, by projecting that energy. So there's great power in forgiveness, as well as great strength. All right. Clear. Clear. We're going to do the water signs next. Clear. And I know it is your season, water signs. So I apologize, although this should be time-stamped. So hopefully I've remembered to do that and you didn't have to wait until the end for your reading. And we're going to be doing the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot for my beautiful water signs. This is Cancer, this is Scorpio, this is Pisces. What's going on for my water signs? Clear. What guidance do we have as we move through Cancer season for my beautiful water signs? Yes, I can tell that my son's been playing with these cards because they're a little roughed up here, but they still work. All right, we got a lot of cards coming out. We have the Spirit of Wands. So the spirit of passion, creativity, creation itself, right? I'm feeling some beautiful sexual energies as well. We have the Five of Cups, but this Five of Cups is full of daisies here. I don't think they're sunflowers. I think they're daisies on this card. And then we have the Seven of Cups and the Witch, which is the Magician in the traditional deck. All right. So Spirit's saying you have a lot of dynamic creative power at your disposal right now. So how are you using it? What are you wanting to create? Because there's a lot of options. You can create whatever it is that you want right now. Like in a situation, I feel like it's very malleable. And your emotional charge, your vibration, your frequency, especially in Cancer season, there's a lot of powerful manifesting through the emotional body, through the feminine energy of being receptive and becoming a magnet to our desires. So what is it that you are wanting to magnetize towards you at this time? We have the Knight on the bottom of the deck, and then we had Death that popped out here. Scorpio energy here. So there's a lot of this energy of the void, of the nothingness. A lot of deep primordial energies here. I keep wanting to say Cancer. I know this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But some, especially for, like, I guess because it's Cancer season maybe. And even if you don't have strong water in your charts, a lot of people may relate to this portion of the reading simply because we are within Cancer season. So we're all working with this energy here. So there's something within the void that wants to be, something that wants to be brought into form here. I feel like for some of my Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces, for some of my water signs here, you've just been through a process of destruction. And you're moving into a healing phase and a phase of creation. You're kind of floating in the void right now. But something is getting ready to be birthed here. Something is getting ready to be brought, or wants to be brought into form. But Spirit's saying it's up to you, whatever this is. And I feel like it was born out of disappointment. It was born out of sorrow. This is almost like the creation of something beautiful out of your pain. We have the Nymph of Swords, inverted though. So this is some of that more immature energy again. That came through, what was that, the air sign reading, I think. But let's see. Tell me more about the Nymph of Swords here. I'm not feeling her so much in reverse though. With the intuition that came out in a type of reverse type of order as well, what I'm feeling here is that there was a period of time where you felt really blocked from your intuition. You weren't really able to connect with your intuitive side, which my water signs are very intuitive by nature. So this was probably deeply disconcerting for you. It may have been because of emotional pain or trauma. Whatever the reason, you felt really disconnected from that aspect of yourself and therefore from your creative capabilities and just from yourself, from who you are. It was very, like that type of floating in the void was a very uncomfortable place to be. But I feel like during Cancer season, it's going to feel like coming home again for you. You're really going to reconnect with a deep aspect of yourself that you felt was sort of like lost at sea, so to speak. And there's this beautiful energy of, that's where I see this beautiful Nymph of Swords here, holding this beautiful sphere of light. You see that? And also holding the sword. So there's this balance here between the sword and the it's like the energy, different ways of working with the energy, I guess I want to say. The masculine and the feminine, the balance here. It's like you're learning how to fight with grace and how to walk through the world with a deeper sense of grace. The witch too, she's holding a sword in one hand and she's holding light in the other hand. But see how in this picture the light is a ball of energy, and in this picture it's like a staff of energy there. And she's creating with it. The Nymph of Swords, she isn't really creating quite yet. She's just kind of holding the energy. But she is learning how to hold the energy. And once we learn how to hold the energy, we then learn how to work with the energy. The Nymph of Swords feels like the creative aspect of the nature that is holding the energy that then gets brought through by the witch, by the magician, that gets utilized once the intuition guides in the correct direction. So for my water signs, you may want to really work with balancing your chakras this month or this season. Work with meditation. Work on the ways that you can get more in touch with your intuition, because your intuition is wanting to reconnect with you. For some of you, especially where you've really been guided by your intuition most of your lives, there was a necessity for that to be cut off because you were meant to flounder and to have to learn how to rely on other aspects of your being. And there was an initiation that was going on here. Anything else here? Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Got the Nymph of Wands. So we're moving through here from the Nymph of Swords now to the Nymph of Wands. This is like a very childlike and experimental side of you coming through. It's like being reborn in a sense. It's like you're being reborn. You're reconnecting with yourself after a long time. Like I said, feeling as though part of you were out to sea. And you're learning how to work with yourself. You're learning how to work with your own energy again. How to create with it. It's almost like you're getting a new wardrobe and learning how to move in it. Noticing how it feels, how certain outfits make you feel. I don't know, that's kind of a weird analogy, but it's what's coming through here. Trying on different sets of clothes, perhaps. Trying on different faces, different energies, different ways of being. Experimenting. We have the Three of Wands. Experimenting with what it is that you desire, what it is, who that you are now. And once you start getting a sense of that, you start getting a sense more of what you want. And you're able to really begin directing that energy. See the portal above her head here? It's like she's channeling all that energy and directing it. See her pointing? Directing it where she wants it to go. The moon, Cancer, Pisces energy right there. The Nymph of Pentacles, interesting. And I always see this as a fortunate card because we have Jupiter in the background there. I see that as blessings coming through. Yeah, there's a real rebirth here. It's a rebirthing, and you've moved out of the infancy stages and you're moving into more of a maturation, but you're still in a very young aspect of this new part of your journey. So play with the energy. Get to know yourself. Get to know who you have become. Because I feel like it's like out of the fires, a new version of you has been forged. And now it's like you get to just be gentle and just, it's like the energy softens and it's no longer this initiation by fire. It's like you're getting to cool, you're getting to heal, you're getting to relax and just be playful and curious and inquisitive. And begin to start playing with the energies, start creating with the energies. And Spirit's saying, create whatever you want. There's nothing you have to do. What do you want to do? Where do you want to channel this energy? Any final cards here for my water signs? Yeah, we have changed the world. Holding that ball of energy again. Then we have the Two of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles. The moon, yeah, everything still feels very fluid. It feels very unreal. It feels very dreamy still in Cancer season. I feel like that's going to start to shift as we move into Leo season on the 22nd of July. So it's like, oh, this says chance, not change. Interesting. What do you want to put the work into? What do you want to put your focus into? This is the energy of weighing the pros and the cons. Deciding what's worth working for, what's worth working toward. And for some of you, it's like deciding, it's like whether or not to put the energy and the effort into something or someone. It's interesting because the Two of Cups is usually a soulmate card, but here it's scales. You see two cats, but only one person, and they're holding the scales, the Libra scales here. For some of you, there may be a relationship or a possible suitor coming in during Cancer season. And there's an opportunity to take a chance on this person, but you're not sure if they're worth putting the energy into, or whether you even have anything in you to give, to share within a connection right now, because you're still in this period of finding yourself. Do we have any guidance on that situation here? We have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups. And they came out in reverse. I don't know if I'm feeling them necessarily in reverse. Isn't that funny? Like on the cup, when they're upright, you see there are some in reverse, some upright. There's a lot of confusion still going on here, water signs. Let me feel into this for a second. The Eight of Cups, you see the moon there, as it is really in a lot of Eight of Cups cards. But I feel like there's something with the full moon, either the one we just had or the one that's coming at the final day of Cancer season, that's going to show you where it is you need to walk away, what it is you need to walk away from, and what it is that you want to walk toward with the Three of Cups here. So if some of you are in a situation that is emotionally unfulfilling, you're going to be walking away from that towards something that is more fulfilling. Even if that's just being in your own energy for a time, right? It's better to be alone than to be with somebody or be devoted to something that makes you feel alone anyway, right? I am feeling though, for some of you guys, there is like a life-changing connection that wants to come in. Tell me about that life-changing connection for some. Clear. We had the Ten of Pentacles that wanted to pop out there. Tell me about this life-changing connection. Awakening, judgment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that for some of my water signs during Cancer season. There's going to be some powerful awakening, and it may come through a person coming into your life that shakes things up. That maybe helps some of you recognize where it is that you were unfulfilled in ways that you hadn't even realized. Or it makes you understand who you really are, what you really want, or what you're really made of. Anything else about this? The Knight. There's a lot of mystery here. Yeah, I was about to say it feels like the High Priestess, and we have her on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Of course, this is like the wateriest reading I've ever done. There's so much, like very Piscean, right? There's so much mystery here, and we don't really know what the hell is going on. So it's going to be interesting, but it's somebody who, really activates you in a way that needs activating. And that's going to be different for different people. For some people, this is going to be, it's going to feel more positive. For some people, it's going to feel more contentious, maybe a little bit more chaotic. But whatever it is, it's going to, your interaction with this person is going to help you to see what needs to be worked on within yourself and what needs to shift or change within your reality that is no longer resonant for you or is no longer working for you. It's like it's going to help you see the blind spot within yourself that you're unable to see and give you the clarity that you need. And then we have revolution, which I believe is the Tower in this deck. Yeah. Powerful, for some painful awakening or realization. But it's one that's going to propel you forward. Where this energy is hazy and nothing really makes sense, it's like it's going to bring things into crystal clear vision for you. It's going to give you a crystal clear view of what it is. I wanted to say the elephant in the room again. I think I got that was in the air sign reading. Some of you guys want to check out the air signs reading as well. It's going to show you the elephant in the room. I keep seeing 10 of Pentacles, so there's definitely stability coming in for some. But it feels more like an emotional stability than anything else. Yeah, cutting to the Ace of Cups as I said that. Clear. All right, I love you so much. I appreciate you so much, every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. All my information is in the description box below if you want to set anything up with me. Personal readings, healings, coaching, you name it. And if you want to check out the free energy clearing meditation that I have for you all, it is in the description box below. Talk to you soon.